Hey there! Welcome back to another live stream and a special live commentary. It's going to be on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. And
Yay.
I am joined by my two good friends again, Fabio and Matt. And big shout out goes to Chibi. I think that's the
Chibi.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name that they wanted to use. So there we go. Chibi. Huge shout out goes out to them for requesting this triple threat match, so to speak.
Yes, thank you.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, I agree. It is a pitful attempt to be Spider-Verse. Hey there, Mr. D-Man. Hey there, Vincent. I was just looking at as usual, I'll just kind of, chat with you guys for a little bit before, let people drop in before we start. I was looking at some upcoming 4K releases, and some of these I'm like, do we need Meet the Parents in 4K?
No.
Do we need Aaron Brockovich? Do we need the
No.
40-year-old virgin?
I don't need to see Julia Roberts in a crop top in 4K. I'm good.
Hey, Shout Select. Do we really need World Trade Center in 4K? Or how about Deathstalker and Deathstalker 2?
Yes,
like the first
absolutely.
two Deathstalker movies, like those movies that were made for like barely any money whatsoever.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, 4K.
The Spinal Tap from Criterion. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, that looks good. I mean, Criterion's a pretty trustworthy.
So you're sure you don't want Xanadu on 4K?
No, thank you. Or the Poseidon remake from Arrow Video.
Apparently, a lot of people got pissed about that.
They got pissed that that they were releasing Poseidon, or pissed that people were giving them. Yeah.
They're pissed. Like, of all the movies to release, you guys put this out?
Well, they're doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, too.
They are, but...
Poseidon, Jesus Christ. Who remembers Poseidon?
The only thing I remember is Kurt Russell's in it. That's it.
And he dies.
Yeah. And there's also Richard Dreyfuss. I think it was one of the last films he did that had a theatrical release, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
But Arrow is also doing Enemy Territory. You remember that one? Like, I wasn't really a big fan of that one, to be perfectly honest.
That would be like a Vinegar Syndrome title.
Yeah, and then they charge you $50.
Well, Vinegar Syndrome can kiss my ass because I'm not buying anything from them anymore.
Yeah, Mutant Mayhem. Yeah, I didn't watch that yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a good one. I feel you on that. Like, that movie's disappointing to me. Like, I already ranted on it myself years ago.
Well, he did two videos, one on the Queen album and one on the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah.
It's so inaccurate to what actually happened.
Yes.
That's why I got angry, because I'm like, this is not what really happened. This is the Hollywood version,
yes,
and I don't like it.
No, I don't either. And because the original, like the actual version, is so much more compelling, like, especially what happens after Freddy is diagnosed with AIDS and after he's, really in the thick of it. And I just get goosebumps thinking about this, because it actually happened in real life. When he went in and recorded the vocals for that one song. God, I don't know why my brain is not working right now. I'm remembering what that song was. The show must go on.
Yeah.
So he recorded those vocals while he was riddled and crippled with AIDS. And even his bandmates are like, man, I don't know. Are you sure you want to do this? It was like, just give me some vodka and I'm good to go.
Sounds about right.
Belted it out, and it was insanely amazing. And that's a big part of Queen, a big part of Freddy, and they just didn't even at all cover that. And they did this weird bye thing too, like they were not even fully committing to him being gay because they're like, oh well, that would be a little too much, so we're just gonna commit to him being bi. And the crazy parties and all of that, none of that is ever mentioned.
None of that ever happened. Yeah. And then they glossed over Flash Gordon, which that was a big deal at the time.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you going to gloss over that? That was a huge deal back then.
Definitely, especially for a band like Queen to do a soundtrack for a movie. Like, that was not really something you saw that often. Hey there, driver. Favorite horror protagonist and horror villain. There's too many. I mean, yeah, Family Business. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one either. Rami Malek. Yeah, I
didn't mind him.
He was better in that than he was in Spectre or No Time to Die
or The Little Things.
Yeah.
The Little Things with Denzel Washington. He's also getting a 4K, apparently.
No, I was too busy watching The Weeknd's shitty movie.
Oh, you got requested. I gotta watch that one too.
I just recorded the other night, and
I gotta watch that one. Hurry up tomorrow.
Yeah, I wish the movie would have hurried up and ended in 20 seconds. He can't act for shit, and he's trying. No, he's trying to play himself, and he still cannot act.
He's
bad.
like,
there's a scene where he's like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm getting calls. I see. I gotta go now."
Like the Idol, the fucking Idol.
The Idol is so bad.
He was wearing that duster, and I'm watching it. I'm like, why is he trying to be Lorenzo Lamas from Renegade? What is this?
It's just,
Stick to fucking singing, please.
Or don't.
Abel.
Stop singing. Just stop.
I just want him to stop,
I actually don't mind some of his songs and some of his albums. I just want him to just stop trying to act. Just stop. Dear God. It's like if Prince decided, I'm going to keep doing this, even though they're like, hey, this isn't really your thing. But Prince did a better job in Purple Rain.
Well, you're right. I was going to say, at least Prince had one good movie. Yeah. The rest of them were terrible.
Yeah.
What was that? Under the Cherry Moon? That was awful.
Or Graffiti Bridge.
Yeah, those were terrible.
I know it was a hard sell, but the one musical I saw recently that I liked was Better Man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it was a hard sell because you can't sell that concept, but I thought it was actually really good. Typical story, guy overcoming his addictions, but there's a reason why it's done that way, and the musical numbers and music is actually rather good, and that actually had something to say, unlike The Weeknd. Just, this girl don't like me, and I'm a whiny bitch.
Yeah.
He's a whiny bitch.
I would hope so. I would hope we're ready, Diego.
Fucking Jenna Ortega's in it again.
Oh,
again?
God.
She's in it she burns a house down, and then she goes to see him and ties him up, and then dumps gas on her, on him, and then
she dumps gas on herself.
Well, yeah, both of them, and then he sings a song, and then she lets him go, and he walks away with the motel room on fire.
Nice.
That's that
would have been that would have been surprising if she, was so sick of his shit that she dumped gas on herself and then lit herself on fire and then walked out of it was more the motel.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they did get a good amount of those cast members to voice the Turtles.
Didn't see Good Boys.
I did, and it sucked. It was trying to be like a coming of age movie, but raunchy, with kids. Yeah. And it was just awkward to watch Porky's with kids, with fucking kids.
What a cool story.
That's just.
You're just freaky. So excited to watch this, aren't you, Matt?
No, I keep looking at my fucking phone. I'm gonna do it the whole time because this is the movie I want. I want this.
Yeah.
Which I put on my phone. This is the movie I want.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep fucking.
Thank you, Chibi. Seth Rogen. Yes, he should. He should get banned from making animated films.
From everything.
I mean, there's this. There's Santa. What is it? Santa Inc. Is that what it was called?
And
Food
Sausage
fight.
Party.
Oh yeah, sausage party.
Same shit.
So you did both.
Hey there, Sean. Thanks for the super chat. Robert Stack once admitted he was embarrassed to appear in Beavis and Butthead, Do America.
It's a lot better than Caddyshack.
Oh, absolutely.
I was gonna say, why are you? So you're embarrassed about Beavis and Butthead, but not Caddyshack too?
Yeah,
I would make it the other way around.
For sure.
Beavis and Butthead's a fun movie. Caddyshack.
Exactly.
Other than Nobody's Fool, that's the only thing I like.
Yeah, both Beavis and Butthead movies, Do America and the Save the Universe, are better than Caddyshack too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Both of them were fun.
And speaking of this, speaking of Mutant Mayhem, by the way, I looked up on IMDb. It has a higher rating than the 1990 Ninja Turtles film.
Of course,
on
it
there.
does.
Who the fuck did this?
I know. Like what?
Of course it does.
I want to meet these people's parents and smack the shit out of them. What the hell is wrong with you?
Of course it does.
I think it also has a higher rating than the second movie, Secret of the Ooze.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
I don't understand the 95% in Rotten. I don't understand the praise for this movie. I didn't understand it in 2023.
I guess they didn't watch it,
and I don't get it now.
Don't ask me.
I'm gonna have to behave, Diego. I have thoughts, a lot of thoughts.
One other thing I want to mention before we get the pain started here.
Of course.
Is I saw something on Lionsgate Limited, like an advertisement on their site, which is the site that they use to charge people ridiculous prices for Blu-rays of films like Ghoulies 3 Go to College.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
$35 for Ghoulies 3.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. And sadly, that won't be on Amazon and such. It's only on Lionsgate.
Exactly.
What was it? $60 for the Frailty 4K.
And I'm bringing this up because they are advertising Jacob's Ladder on there.
So what you're saying is they're going to do Jacob's Ladder next.
Yes.
It'll be
and it's going to be $60.
So is it
limited to a steelbook only?
Is it Vestron or just Lionsgate?
Lionsgate. It's going to be a Lionsgate limited.
Okay,
edition.
so Vestron works for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a Lionsgate limited edition. That's what we're going to get for Jacob's Ladder. I'm just hoping that Arrow or some other UK company, does their own separate release. But
well, I mean, if there's nothing on it, so it's not going to matter.
There'll probably be a couple things, but knowing that it's Lionsgate, there's not going to be a lot.
No.
So
I'll wait for an overseas release. Just like the Shout Factory stuff, the Hong Kong stuff. I'll wait till Arrow puts it out because it'll be better.
Yeah, it probably will be. Arrow's hard boiled. Yes, Pred. It was a paid request from Chibi.
Is that, I know Jonathan said it, is that deal that Kino did with Warner Brothers confirmed, or is that still a rumor?
Oh, I think it's confirmed. It was confirmed by Kino themselves on the Blu-ray forum. So it's definitely a confirmed deal.
That's good.
And speaking of Turtles, there is going to be a 4K of at least the first film. But there could be the other two. I'm not entirely sure exactly what their plans are yet. For Arrow, but
hopefully Surf Ninjas after that.
I'd rather have a 4K of Three Ninjas before Surf Ninjas.
That too, because Kino works with Disney, so they should put it out. Let's go. What are we waiting for?
I mean, to be honest, Three Ninjas, I would actually like to see a release from some other boutique label because they would probably try to get some interviews with some of the cast, and I think they actually would be willing to sit down and talk about the film because they've done anniversary get-togethers. I think they did like a fan commentary or something, some of the actors, so that would be cool. But we'll probably that likely won't happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Vinegar Syndrome is like, oh, we got a VSU of Three Ninjas.
Well, I'll buy it off of eBay. I'm not buying it from them. Fuck themselves.
Yeah, from what I heard about how they handled a certain thing with Sean. That's pretty.
exactly.
That's pretty fucking unfortunate.
That's why I don't like them no more.
That's some pretty shitty customer service. Jeff Rowe, is he related to Micro? No. No. But yeah, after the failure of Ballerina, Lionsgate may be dead gate if they have any more flops. So maybe that's why they're charging so much money for their steelbooks, because they're so many of those movies are flopping. So they're like, well, we got to make some money to pay.
Let's
pay
put
some bills
Keanu
and
Reeves
keep
in
the
the movie, but we'll
doors
recycle
open.
footage from John Wick 3 because that makes sense.
The only reason why Keanu's in the film is because I think isn't he dating Anna, or he did date her at one point, and they're like friends. Oh, okay.
Because
I think they're just friends.
Yeah, because they did Knock Knock, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, Jordan thinks you look like a young Brian Wilson.
I never thought of it like that, but sure. I can't sing. I don't know what kind of band I'm supposed to be doing.
All right. Okay. All right. I got my copy all set up here. Gonna do the usual 3, 2, 1, and then I'm gonna say press play. Then hopefully we'll have everything synced up. So 3, 2, 1, pressing play. All right. So we got the new Paramount logo here.
I'm turning this fucking volume all the way down. I don't need to hear the fucking dialogue.
Right. Put the subtitles on.
Yeah. Visuals are enough.
Yeah, the visuals are like one of the worst things about this, to be honest. It's like, hey, let's do this. Let's do Spider-Verse, but let's cover every bit of animation with shit that we found laying around in the sewer.
Right. And it's got that shitty herky-jerky style to it.
It looks ugly as fuck, man. It's hard to watch. Spider-Verse is actually gorgeous. Like, it actually has some genuinely phenomenal animation in it that looks great.
This is horse shit.
Yes, it is.
That's one word to use.
Rather deal with a cup of dog piss.
It's a bunch of turtle turds.
Then this fucking bitch.
They should have just let it die in 2009 like they were supposed to.
Can't remember what was this bitch's name? Bishop or something?
A Bishop? Maybe it was. I don't remember her name Bishop. Either.
That's what I wonder. I can't remember this bitch's name.
This is not. You're not the 2003 cartoon.
Don't be a lot better if Lance Hendrickson showed up as Bishop.
They'll steal a lot of names.
It looks like it's unfinished. Like they forgot to color it or something. Like
it looks bad.
It looks ugly. Yeah.
It's and the designs too are just disgusting.
And like April, because that's what we had in the comics.
Now, Fabio, you said Predator Killers looks like this, right? The same style.
It's the same animation style.
Ugh.
Yeah, this reminds me of
Predator Bad Blood will have the same animation style. I'm surprised you're the first person to say that. I'm surprised nobody pointed that out.
I didn't say that because I thought it was hilarious.
Is this the Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
No.
Well, oh no.
Stockman, right? Bastard Stockman.
Right? Isn't it Tyler Perry?
I think so. Well, no, he was in the live action.
Oh, he was in the live action.
Yeah, the Michael
Sorry,
Bay
I got confused between those.
All these shitty Turtles movies.
There's too many shitty Turtles movies.
No, it's Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh, what a waste of him, man.
Because he needed the money, I guess.
Yeah, he's only in like 2 minutes and dies, so I hope you get that paycheck, buddy.
Do I think that Seth Rogen was high when he made this film? Probably.
He's always high.
He's just a fucking idiot.
He's the one that's responsible for the idea of the Turtles literally being annoying teenagers. That was his idea.
But Mike, they're teenagers. They finally talk like teenagers, so you gotta love it.
I don't care. I like the other ones better.
But they talk like teenagers.
Michelangelo talked like a teenager in the 87 cartoon.
So did
Dude.
Donatello in the Mikey and Donatello in the '90s movie with some of their
Dude.
dialogue. They totally acted like teens, like the whole thing with the crunching and Mikey crunching in Raph's ear.
Fuck Corey Feldman.
That's what watching this film is like. Having Mikey crunch a pork rind in your ear for like an hour and a half.
It's funny when he does it.
Yeah.
I love when he turns and he goes, "Do you think you can crunch any
louder? I can still hear out of this one."
Yeah, there was a TV show I was requested. I saw this reminds me of is Arcane. It's the same animation style, and I got tired of seeing in that show too.
I heard that's not a bad show though, but maybe the animation.
I think they lied because I thought the show sucked ass.
They lied. It is all bullshit.
If they liked it, that's fine. But I thought it was a bunch of horse shit.
Now here we get, I think, the opening credits or something.
Or something.
Yeah, something. I read that apparently, I think the people behind this film, they were trying to make the soundtrack like Tony Hawk's Underground. Like the Tony Hawk PlayStation game.
But that had actual music in it. I don't know what the hell you call this.
I know.
Mikey's Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. I got Nelson Raph over here.
Where's Dusty Rose? Pumpkinhead.
The reason to speak for myself, the reason I despise this film, one of the many reasons, is this is the only one where I hate the turtles because they're so annoying, so irritating. Leo is manageable, except he's a fucking simp, but the others are just so aggravating, and I want to punch them all in the face with a fucking
Mikey looks like he's 5.
He does.
Donnie looks younger.
Well, of course, Donnie still has to wear glasses, too, because he's a nerd.
Because he's a fucking nerd, and you know it.
The only thing that's missing is the tape in between the lenses. On the bridge of the glass.
Well, they did that already. They did that already in the Michael Bay films.
Oh, yeah, that's right. See, we're all just putting shit together now because we're trying to forget about it.
Fucking Steve Urkel over here.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Might as well gone Jaleel White.
This is the worst version of Raph. Easily.
It's the worst version of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather watch the next mutation.
That's what I was just about to say. I know people shit on that, but at least they were themselves in that.
Donnie sounds like he needs a diaper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Amazing, enthralling action of Donnie stealing toilet paper. It's exactly what you want to see out of a Ninja Turtles movie, right?
Of course.
No
Donnie using his bow staff to steal toilet paper from a convenience store.
Why does the security guard look like Ernie Hudson?
This movie would be so much better if it was Ernie Hudson from Leviathan, just commenting on all of this bullshit.
I'll be right back because freaking headphones they cut out. So
no
I
problem.
Can't hear you guys.
Okay. Oh, Doritos.
I'm not in the movie. Fuck this movie.
Here we go, Doritos, Matt. It's not going to be the first time
I like
you're
Doritos.
going to see Doritos
don't
get referenced.
Man, I don't mind Doritos, but this movie.
Well, I don't know if there are not any yet. I know there was one in the Michael Bay Ninja Chud movie.
Of what?
A fart joke?
Yeah, there was a fart joke here. I don't remember any.
The Adele concert?
They need all that toilet paper. Wipe this movie out of their ass.
Yeah.
I hate Donnie's voice. He
I
sounds
do
like
too.
a fucking pipsqueak.
He does. He sounds like a chipmunk.
He sounds like she did his head dipped in the fucking toilet
Yeah.
at school.
Sounds like Bobby from Bobby's World.
Once again, don't reference a better movie in your movie.
Yes. This is a problem that I've seen with a lot of movies. Like, hey, let's have it's nostalgic and let's reference popular movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Spider-Man
shitty
Homecoming.
film. Yeah.
Spider-Man Homecoming referenced the same movie.
Yes, and
Ferris
actually
Bueller.
ripped off an entire sequence near the end.
Fuck.
You
missed the Ferris Bueller scene, Fabio.
He didn't miss anything. You know, he'll be happy. I want to miss it too.
Perfect timing, Fabio. You didn't see the Ferris Bueller scene where they showed the Ferris Bueller clip, and then the Turtles did their snarky commentary over it.
He probably had to just come back to the audio.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when you have to put
Yeah.
in and out headphones, you can't hear the best. So
Yeah, I'll bring him back.
What the fuck?
Is everything working okay now?
I can't hear nothing.
Oh no.
You can't hear.
Oh,
No problem.
shit.
I'll just switch browsers. I'll be back.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sometimes with browsers. I know sometimes with StreamYard. I think Google Chrome works for a lot of people,
Yeah.
but Firefox has been working for me.
Yeah, I use Firefox myself.
I know sometimes Google Chrome works better for others.
Yeah, I would rather take the Stranger Things kids too. I'm scared of cats.
I mean, I don't know if I don't think Jackie Chan's a bad choice, but the way the character's written.
Yes, the design, the way they make him act, the things he says. And apparently this is not the first and only time he's voiced a rat, because apparently he voiced a rat in the Nut Job 2.
I didn't see that one.
You know, I didn't see it either, but I was like, that's kind of that's kind of lame. The whole milking thing too. Like, what the hell was that shit?
A bad running joke. I mean,
Yes.
Folks, if you're asking me, I have no answers for you, but this film was a hit. People liked this, getting the sequel, so
They were
Is everything
drunk.
was everything working now, Fabio?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on.
The movie was so bad it infected your computer. That's
I
what
think it was
happened.
God. I think God was like, "Don't watch that movie." Okay, I don't disagree, but you know, somebody paid for it, so
yeah, you didn't miss much.
You just missed the Ferris Bueller clip, and then the Turtles making snarky commentary on it.
And then Jackie Chan, look at me, I was a cute rat. Yeah. Why, Jackie? Why? Do you need the money that bad?
Well, I mean, he was in the Nut Job too, so I think
True.
he did need the money that bad.
Apparently. That's the second time my wireless headphones. I think me and Matt were streaming, and they died, and I don't know what the hell was going on.
That's where I got my cord in.
Yeah, I went and got mine, but
yeah,
Firefox does what it wants, so I just.
Oh yeah, he did voice the monkey in that, but that's a good animated movie, unlike this.
Again, Jackie Chan's not a bad choice.
No.
It's just the writing.
Yes.
The writing and the design are piss poor.
Right.
That'd be other than this, Jackie Chan has made the best choices.
Like, what do you guys
usually.
think about a lot of people who were saying this stuff like, oh, well, it's for kids. It's not for you anyway. If the kids like it, that's all that matters.
No, because why can't you do one that appeals to older audiences? Why is Ninja Turtles the only superhero franchise where they don't do that?
It's a bad kids film.
Well, yes,
Yeah, I think that's a shitty excuse because there were good kids movies. The 1990 Ninja Turtles movie is a good example of that. It's a family film. It wasn't rated R or anything.
No, but it was too much back in 1990.
Oh yeah, that's why they made it a lot less edgy, a lot less dams
I know.
and
Damn
weapons
it.
being used.
Damn it.
Thanks
no
for
problem.
the super
What
chat,
weapons?
POD.
There was what?
Appreciate your guys' reviews of some of my films, OCP and Rambo. I think you meant to say Wrath.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I think
Yeah. No problem.
That's
Thanks,
what
man.
that's what they call them in
Thank you.
prison. Rambo Ralph.
Yeah. It's my nickname in
What
prison.
weapons in the 90 film? Leo swatting at the
I know.
Foot Clan member with his sword.
I know. They didn't even use them that much, but now they're like can't even use the nunchucks.
Oh.
It's got to be meat products.
And then what? Raph cuts Shredder's arm and there's a little bit of blood. Oh.
Yeah.
But Indiana Jones had Nazis' heads exploding, and that was PG. And that
well, this is the same. These are the same parents who freaked out about Batman Returns. So
right.
Yeah, in the comics, they smoked cigars and drank beer. Exactly. Yeah. Right. It's a franchise that became typecast as a kids franchise after the cartoon in the 80s. Right. That's what happened.
Just like Full Metal Jacket. Those blood squibs look amazing, but God forbid a Friday the 13th movie has that too. Can't have that. Kids might watch Jason movies and go kill people.
Crossover Turtles with Rescue Rangers. No thanks. But speaking of Rescue Rangers,
if they
the
did
Chip and Dale movie was a lot better than this.
I was going to say, if they did a sequel to that live action film and the Turtles were in it in a good way, I'd be interested because I actually liked that film. That was a surprise. This shit is like, oh, how do they learn martial arts? Fabio started martial arts. It's this easy, right?
You just watch kung fu videos.
You just watch YouTube videos.
Yeah,
like all the other morons do.
Didn't they learn kung fu from a book in the Michael Bay movies, dude?
Yes.
They did.
Yes.
Just
we'll just learn it off of YouTube.
You know, the brilliant writing from Don Mancini and what are the Chucky sequels where Chucky learns how to transfer his soul into different people by reading Voodoo for Dummies.
Right. He's another moron.
You're not supposed to take it seriously. You're taking it too seriously, guys. It's just a stupid.
You're the one that wrote it.
Exactly.
The problem is when people say that stuff. There are good kids films. I saw one this year.
Plenty of good kids movies
called the Day the Earth Blew Up, the Looney Tunes one. That was a good kids film with Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. That was a good one.
Monster Summer. I reviewed that earlier this year. That was good. I like that.
And I even liked, I didn't think I would like it, but the Rise of the TMNT movie I actually liked because it wasn't big on the show, but the movie actually, it was comedy, but there's some serious moments. And it was a much better movie than this because at least
I don't even understand the drama here. Like, why are the turtles mad at each other again?
Just Leo is a snitch.
Oh.
And told on them.
Snitches get stitches. Okay.
Right.
Just Leo told on them that they went and saw a movie and all this other stuff. And
okay.
He's a tattletale bitch.
It's like they're trying to be John Hughes with Turtles or something. Like, clearly, because of the Ferris Bueller clip and all this other stuff. And
they need to get laid.
They're not likable like the John Hughes characters are. That's the problem. Like, they're just annoying.
Yeah, man. Let's make them like Ferris Bueller. How about no?
So I'm curious. Like, first off, with Fabio,
yes.
When you saw this film, initial thoughts on what was wrong about the film, and then I'll go to Mike. So your initial thoughts when you saw the film, your issues with it. What were your issues with the film?
Let's start with the script. It's that's the thing. Like, it's supposed to be for kids, but Seth Rogen wrote it. And it's just all this stupid dialogue and stupid characters, and everybody's a geek and everybody's unlikable and they're not funny or clever like they're supposed to be. And again, learning martial arts from YouTube, and I get it. They're trying to appeal to the TikTok generation, but no, how about we don't? And then the voice acting, I don't think is anything special. Seth Rogen just hired all of his buddies to do the movie, and then the animation looks like shit. And it's not appealing. Even because I remember you guys did a stream, and director screenwriter hopped on, and he said he took his daughter to go see it, and his daughter wanted to leave. She didn't like it. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's just, ugh. Why don't you show kids the originals? They might like them better. I remember this was over 10 years ago at this point, but I was talking to these kids, and they said Secret of the Ooze was their favorite Ninja Turtles movie. And I'm like, that's what's up.
Very cool. How about you, Mike?
It's just off-putting. Like that's really the best way to sum it up in like a multitude of different ways. I mean, the script is off-putting in terms of how it writes the turtles, how it writes most of the characters, and it's off-putting when it comes to its comedy. It's off-putting when it comes to its ugly, just disgusting, gross animation, and it's just not a film that I find to be that good, let alone enjoyable or fun, which is something, a fun, entertaining experience is what I expect from a Turtles film. And I don't really get that from this movie. I'm mostly bored by it because I don't really have as much of an investment in the characters, especially the Turtles, which is an incredibly bad thing to have for a Turtles movie. If I hate the Turtles in the Turtles movie and I don't want to spend any time with them, that's really rough. And yeah, I don't understand why this got so much of a pass when it came out, and it still does to this day. It's just such a baffling thing to me.
Because they needed content, as they call it.
But it smells like cheese and Doritos. Your voice is too muffled through the cheese.
I want Andrew Dice Clay in this movie, and just
yes,
that's what I want to see. Andrew Dice Clay is Raphael.
He'd just be like his Ford Fairlane character,
right?
Just like, if I hear you say "fuck" one more time, I'm gonna bang you right the fuck out.
Yeah, let's be on our phones all the time because we're cool. Yeah, let's be on our phones. There was this swamp creature. I was out walking, and she's just like, "Okay." I'm like, "You're in the middle of a fucking intersection. What are you doing?"
That's when you're waiting for the Darwin Award, where they're like, "Hey," and then like gets immediately hit by a bus.
Like Final Destination or something. Yeah, here we go, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it was only
Fat
made
Black
so Nickelodeon
April, guys
could retain the rights. Exactly.
If Leo was going to have the house for someone, how about not an ugly bitch?
Yeah.
If homeless looked at Whoopi Goldberg.
She really does. I'm sorry.
She does look like homeless Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg from
now
Theodore Rex.
Yeah, now. I'd rather watch Theodore Rex.
Yeah.
Homeless fat ass Whoopi
with the T-Rex who likes his cookies.
You know Leo's a simp if that's who he's falling in love with. Follow with someone like hotter.
Hey there, Attic. I got the Patriot with Seagal coming up for you.
Yeah. The Seagal movie with no action.
Yeah. It was all cut out.
Yep.
For some reason.
Because they're dumb.
Well, because Seagal wanted it to be his Oscar movie. That's why.
No. That's not going to happen. That was never going to happen.
That didn't work.
Just like that lady for Friday the 13th, The New Blood. I want a Friday the 13th movie to win an Academy Award. Do you hear yourself right now? Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up too, Michael. Like the turtles being like, "Oh, it's cool."
Is it?
Killing innocent people is cool.
Yeah. I don't think we're there yet, but I remember that scene, yeah. pissing me off.
The Geico geckos. Like, they don't look at all like geckos. Like, what the fuck was that joke?
The Shrek reference, because that's
there's a lot of stuff that was improvised too, apparently. You know, that was a Seth Rogen thing.
Sounds like it.
Oh, isn't that great? Look at them try to fight, and then Donnie gets a sigh in his leg and cries like a girl.
Isn't that funny?
Should have been in his face. Then it'd be funny.
Why aren't you laughing? It's funny.
If it was in his eyeball, I'd be laughing.
Yeah.
They did some silly slapstick stuff in the other live-action Turtles films, but I don't know. I just found it funnier.
But it wasn't
the first two
like
movies.
It wasn't stupid. It was funny.
Yeah,
and they actually knew what they were doing.
Right. Like when Donnie in Secret of the Ooze takes the tape off.
Yeah.
And puts it back on. Here, let me start with this.
Yeah. Or like in the first movie with the symbols and everything.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. Is it Trent Reznor? Oh, great. Going in. Oh, fucking Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
How the fuck did Mikey even get braces? Who the hell put them on?
I know, exactly, right? How did that happen? Who's a dentist? Did
they got dentists in the sewers now?
Did Splinter watch a YouTube video about dentistry? And
who the dentist? You the dentist? Who's the dentist?
We got Steve Martin as the dentist.
That's right.
You can be a dentist.
Bill Murray was going in to get put underneath.
The masochist character.
Yep. And I love Steve Martin just stares at him. Like, all right, get out of this office.
That's how great this movie is, folks. We'd rather talk about literally any other movie than this.
Of course. Well, I mean, what do you got? Like, Raph sounds like Nelson from The Simpsons. Leo is a simp. Probably after this is as a collar and leash on, walking on all fours behind April's fucking ugly.
Well, in New York City, you will see that. So there's that.
Well, Leo will fit right in.
Another thing that sucks about this film is the action is bad. Like this entire sequence, it's not exciting. It's not thrilling. It's trash.
It is trash. Just like this lady. Trash.
Garbage.
She looks fucking ugly.
Fugly.
She looks worse than Grace Jones and Boomerang.
Grace Jones! And they used to make fun of her on In Living Color.
Yes. It's great.
Like, come on, Leo. Are you that desperate? Jesus Christ.
I think they did like the Rocky parody, and it was Grace Jones.
Yeah.
So it was the opponent.
And Jim Carrey was Stallone.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Wow, that's a real quote from Seagal. I try not to act. The most important part of acting is not to act.
Sure.
Quickly.
Got it. Alrighty then.
That totally tracks. That sounds exactly like the kind of pseudo-intellectual bullshit that would come out of Seagal's mouth.
My favorite when he did that interview with The Voice. And
yeah.
He was like, how do you say it in English? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? English is your first language. You were born in America, you moron.
Yeah, we might as well call it Teenage Mutant TikTok Turtles.
There you go.
Yes.
Get it? The layered? Get it?
Or Teenage Mutant Turtles. There's no ninja.
Peter Laird, yeah.
But that's what happened in the Michael Bay movies. They weren't ninjas anymore. How can you be a ninja if you're like 10 feet tall
and 400
built
pounds?
Like Goldberg
or Jack Reacher because it's Alan Richardson. That video, I forget. I think it was
Seagal is Shredder. Does that make this better? Like no.
How about no?
I know what video you're talking about. The Collider, Alan Richardson,
where he talked about how bad it was and how horrible they got treated and
making the Michael Bay one, yeah. Because they were filming at one point, they were just left behind.
Yeah,
the crew just left them.
That's a good one, D-Man. No, Ninja, no. No, Ninja, no. They're also just constantly blabbering, like,
shut
all the
fuck
fucking
up. Stop
time.
talking.
Like,
Only Mikey's supposed to do that, not all 4 of them.
Or, Donnie did a lot of that too, but, it was still it was fun. I'd still crack up at the whole Bossa Nova. Like, what? They're looking at him like,
Chevy Nova?
Chevy Nova?
If this is how kids talk nowadays, I don't want to be near kids.
They never stop talking.
No.
Just shut up.
I don't want to be near kids. I'll go crazy.
Yeah, you and me both.
Stop
like,
aggravated.
Talking. I know I talked a lot when I was a kid, but damn.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant twerking turtles. Yeah, that's what we needed.
That's what I want to see.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints.
What do you mean more people like you? Like, oh,
Jesus
here we
fucking
go.
Christ on rubber crutches.
I hate this shit.
Like Robert Downey Jr. in Zodiac. I love that.
Shoot him on the head.
Please. Just have a tidal wave wipe them out or something.
Just have Seagal show up as Gino from Out for Justice.
I mean, shoot them all.
Be like,
yeah.
Have any of you turtles seen Richie?
That's right. Oh, he's texting. Splinter's texting, guys. Isn't that cool?
Lady, maybe you should worry about being on a Thigh Master instead of talking on your phone.
They still make those?
I'll find one if
go on Weight Watchers.
The hell before
everybody had those back in the day. And shit, what was it? The Fisher King. When I reviewed that, Jeff Bridges had a Wave Master in his living room. I was like, my mom had one of those back in the day. I was like, yes.
That'd be like if I watched something and they made a reference to sweating to the oldies, because my mom was big fan of Richard Simmons exercise videos.
The Jane Fonda workout video. Everybody's grandma had that back in the day.
Yeah, they probably will screw up Shredder.
Shredder will be a businessman or something stupid.
Be a fat ass.
This is something that you see more and more nowadays. I saw this also in that crappy Thunderbolts movie, where it's a group of people wanting to be heroes for their own gain, for publicity and famous, not because we actually want to help people. We're like seeing that more and more in movies nowadays. Not about
that's how everybody wants to be famous. That's what the analogy is.
You got white lines in the background, an instrumental version of white lines in the background of this supposedly heartfelt fantasy for the Turtles.
And Raphael doing the Rob Van Dam pose.
And then you've got white lines. Da, da, da. Like, that doesn't fit at all. It makes sense, though. I think they were doing some white lines when they wrote this movie.
Yeah. Isn't he doing He-Man next?
Who?
Seth Rogen.
I don't think he's doing He-Man, but like there is.
I hope not.
He might be a part of it. I don't know if he is or not. I know there's going to be a He-Man movie.
Yeah, because
saw a video on Facebook of this guy training for He-Man, but I heard about the plot, and it's another cliched bullshit where He-Man's in the real world again.
I'll just watch
from most of the movie.
I'll watch the Dolph movie.
Yeah, good journey. Because at least Frank Langella was cold and a badass as Skeletor in that movie. Like, and finally Skeletor was like, oh, I get it. I get why people think Skeletor is such a great villain. Because I remember when I used to watch the cartoon, like, on reruns, I was like, this guy's a whiny bitch. He-Man! I'll get you! And your pretty dog, too!
I do not want romance. I want Halloween.
Nah, Seth Rogen is not a part of the new
All right.
He-Man.
Well, thank God. See, there is a God. He didn't ruin everything. He just ruined Ninja Turtles. Kevin Smith ruined He-Man.
Yeah.
Who's got no Riz now? Yeah,
No, he said Riz. Isn't that cool? What the fuck's that even mean?
Yeah, that's gonna date this film so hard.
Speak English.
Well, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of terms that kids, the turtles age use today that are like, what? Giot?
What the hell does that mean? Yeah. Like when I did the audio program, I'm like, what did you just say? Is that even English? Like, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm old now.
I think Riz is a sexual thing. I think like sexual
weird.
charm or something. Or
that's great. You're trying to go out with this girl and you're going to talk about her Riz. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Thank God I'm an adult. I'd hate to be a kid today. It's got to be really boring to be a kid today. You have everything at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm. And now you don't even have to worry about, doing a good job with your homework because you just have Chat GPT do it for you anyway.
When we were kids, we actually had to do homework.
Oh, look, he mentioned Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, which is so dated at this point because no one actually watches it anymore.
Well, there was also referenced because Donnie, I think he was wearing a sweatshirt for My Hero Academia or whatever, or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's what it was. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Are we going to get a Walking Dead reference in the sequel?
He's a nerd, so he likes anime.
Oh, yeah. That's cool, guys. He likes anime.
I do not trust Seth Rogen. He is up to something. like he's a cartoon supervillain.
Like he's Snidely Whiplash or something. Dudley Do Right, yes, aha.
That was such a bad movie. As a kid, I watched that way more times than I want to admit.
There are no vampires in Canada. And the Indians that are Italian, I don't care. That was so fucking funny to me as a kid that they were Native Americans, but they were all Italian.
Yeah,
because they were making fun of F Troop.
I will honestly, I will admit, I'd rather watch that like twice than this. Because this whole thing with Puke Girl, like I get they're trying to make it, it's relatable because she's got anxiety.
Is it? Because I never puked when I did any of this.
I never did either. Like I've gotten anxious, doing acting on stage and singing on stage. But I never threw up. I almost fainted and fell off the back riser because it was so fucking hot with the lights on.
Oh, I'm
wearing suits.
I'm well aware.
And shit. But no, I never puked. Almost passed out though.
Get it? Eastman High? Get it?
Yeah, Turtles also mentioned Batman, saying the watermelon looks like Stewie and Arnold's head. Yeah.
TikTok. Get it, guys? They made a TikTok reference. And whatever that song was, Pink or Kelly Clarkson. I don't know.
What?
All the same shit to me.
Whatever. Something on your lips or something.
I listen to actual music, so.
Like, how the hell is this a soundtrack for a Tony Hawk game? Like, doesn't it sound anything like
I don't remember that in a Tony Hawk game.
I know you're gonna hear that in a Tony Hawk skater game.
That's what I want to do. I want to grind on a rail. Feel the rain on your skin. What the fuck is? Where's CKY? Where's Clutch? What is this?
That would be a hilarious prank to pull in somebody. Like you just have like a demo version of the game and it has just the worst, wussiest music. Ace of Base.
It's got the wiggles.
Fucking Ace of Base on there.
It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. Yeah, the ice cream truck is the key to all the problems in this movie.
Yeah, because it's the ice cream guy from Max Keeble's Big Move.
Jamie Kennedy. Who is Superfly?
And that's a real supervillain.
Superfly is Ron O'Neal. He ain't in this movie.
No. No, Kevin Smith's not involved.
Thank God.
No diggity?
No diggity. Yeah, because kids are going to know this song. And then guess what, guys? Ice Cube is in this.
Yeah, apparently he did. He played Superfly because I guess you like the name of the character or something. Or
Because Seth Rogen asked them to do it.
Yeah. Oh, the William Scream, get it? Remember William Scream?
I would have rather had 23 Jump Street.
I'm honestly sick and tired of hearing the William Scream at this point. Like it's just an overplayed gag. It's not even clever anymore.
Nope. Because everybody knows what it is now.
Yeah. This is like your big action montage, and like I think this is most of the action in it, if I remember correctly, and it's like super short.
Yep.
And like the way it's edited is frenetic too. Like and it's all like spinning around like a top. Like, you can't really focus on much.
Yep.
And then bad use of slow-mo too.
Yep.
Everyone looks like they're overgrown babies
with huge heads. What is
with
this?
Huge heads.
What is this? The PJs?
Yeah.
Where's Eddie Murphy?
Yep.
This guy looks more like a rat than Splinter does.
Yep.
He looks like the rat from Famous Jet Jackson.
Yeah, Jet Jackson. Damn, I haven't thought about that show in ages.
There you go.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't exhilarating at all. It was boring.
Superfly.
Remember that Superfly remake that came out like a few years ago?
No. It was probably just as good as the Shaft remake.
Yeah, the chat probably died because we're watching Mutant Mayhem.
StreamYard said, "Fuck it, you're not having a chat."
We're outside.
Yeah.
I still don't understand that. I don't know what the hell that means.
I don't understand it either. I don't want to see him shaking his ass.
It's probably some TikTok trend.
What does bacon, egg, and cheese have to do with anything? I don't
understand. The bacon, egg, and cheese, or we're outside. Like, yeah, you're outside.
Yes, that's good. Go outside. Don't look at the sun, but go get some sun.
What the fuck did any of that mean?
I have no fucking idea.
I know we forgot to.
Gotta get the Roku working again. Oh, really? You're gonna reference a Roku?
Splinter with his afro.
How the hell are you getting a signal in the sewer for the Roku?
Yeah. What the hell kind of Wi-Fi they got down there?
Yeah, Splinter does an afro, yeah.
Oh, cockroach surfing? Oh, that just reminds me of Joe's Apartment, another movie I'd rather watch than this.
A much better movie than this.
I think Matt is slowly dying inside.
Don't die. We need you.
I'm checking my messages.
Call George Clooney to revive him.
This is such an enthralling movie that Matt's right. You're just checking messages on his phone.
Pull the blanket off the bed and go take a nap.
Oh look! It's Chris Paul and Chris Evans and.
I'm the best Chris. Okay.
What did you get those standees from?
Yeah, exactly. Where the hell did they get a lot of this shit?
Jackie Chan.
Jesus Christ, you guys are reacting to this piece of shit. I'd rather stick my dick in a blender than I have to watch
Well,
this
I don't
movie
know
again.
if you should do that. That sounds very painful.
Sounds like
I'll think about it.
It's like I'd rather stick my dick in a cheese grater.
Rather superglue my dick to the bullet train, as Dennis Miller said in Bordello of Blood.
There were some great lines in that movie.
Absolutely.
But there were some other things in that where you're like, oh, come on.
Could you maybe get a little bit of that fucking stew in that braid of yours?
Yeah. I don't like the ending. That's the
ending pisses me off. But other than that, I like it.
I mean, it's a lot better than Ritual.
Oh God.
With Jamaican Crypt Keeper that they threw in last minute.
Yeah. But nothing beats Demon Knight.
No.
Billy Zane.
He's so great in that.
Yee.
I'd rather handcuff my dick to my ass and go fuck myself than watch this.
In the words of James Woods from The Hard Way. Hey, why don't you go tie your dick in a knot?
I love that. Great movie.
I would rather you stick my tongue to the bumper of your car and drive me naked through a field of broken glass.
Yes.
I wonder if I ever meet him, how much of that was improvised? I need to know. Because I know Vampires, John Carpenter used, most of the takes were the improvised takes. Here we go.
Yeah. What is this music?
Bebop with nipple ring.
Oh, isn't John Cena one of these characters?
Yeah, I think he's
Rocksteady, yeah.
Because the other's Seth Rogen.
That's what we need. John Cena.
Ugh. Seth Rogen and John Cena. What a lethal combination.
Yeah, torture.
John Cena. And Superfly.
This song sucks too.
I guess that's supposed to be.
A Goofy movie is a million times better than something like this. Turtles Go to High School.
Because that's what we were all clamoring for.
Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we Wish You a Turtle Christmas is still pretty fucking bad, but it's
I watched
shorter.
Matt's video that he did making fun of it all those years ago.
Yes. The one with the Halloween 3 parody. Stop it. This is so dumb. That whole bit.
And when his friend reviewed when his friend Cody Garcia reviewed Scarface.
Cody Santana.
Cody Santana. Sorry, my bad. How could I forget?
Oh, we already got a girl turtle. Her name is
Where were
Venus.
you in '97?
Yeah, I can wait though. I can wait for those Donnie wedgies.
How about no? How about we don't?
Well, they also did it in the comic, and she's gay.
Oh, great!
Of course,
that's what we need.
The IDW comic. What was their fucking name?
Everything's got to be gay.
Jenica. And she's
Jenica. Kind of fucking hate this.
No wonder I didn't read this one.
Jenica. I can't wait for Leonardo to dump April and date Karai for the sequel.
There we go. Ew.
No. It's not needed.
That's what
I mean, I'm okay, you know, that's what you want to do, but
of course it's with a fat pig.
That makes it even better. How appropriate. What the fuck?
So she got with Rosie O'Donnell.
I guess.
So you want to see a lesbian turtle kiss Rosie O'Donnell?
Oh yeah, the 2007 film is a lot better than this. Even though I mean I do have a lot of problems with it.
Yeah, it's better than this. Yes.
Mainly Leo being a dick for like no reason.
He's a hypocrite.
That's a game I need to play again. The 2007 one.
I have it. I've never played it. I don't even think I opened it yet.
It's interesting because you could jump like Prince of Persia type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, with this whole thing with like the creatures having their own like place where they play games and shit, you know, that sounds really familiar to me. Like the villains who have their own hideout where they play video games and hang out.
I wonder. The 2003 cartoon game, I never beat that one. I always get stuck on the garbage.
It sounds like the same stuff with the hideout in the first 1990 film.
Right. That had MC Hammer. That was better.
Yeah, this is how we do it.
Regular or menthol?
With Sam Rockwell
in a kids movie in the night. Yeah, and Sam Rockwell in the the 90s were a magical time. And the kids playing pool, smoking a cigar.
Of course not, Jonathan. No, this is not as bad as Where the Dead Go to Die, but like, it's still bad.
See, that's what gets me. They got mad at the turtles using their weapons, but they didn't get mad at the kid chomping on a cigar playing pool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So you guys were talking about things you'd rather do than watch Mutant Mayhem, and it made me think of a Weird Al song called "One More Minute." And so I just thought I'd just list off some lyrics here. You know, I'd rather spend eternity eating shards of broken glass than spend one more minute with this movie. I'd rather get 100,000 paper cuts on my face than spend one more minute with Mutant Mayhem. I'd rather rip out my intestines with a fork. I'd rather slam my fingers in a door. Rather clean all the bathrooms in Grand Central Station with my tongue.
All right, one quickly, let me ask you something. Bebop there, his shoulder pad is a turtle shell, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you think the turtles are like, you got a shoulder pad, it's like a turtle shell. I wonder if this will be my turtle shell next. I wonder.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Bebop was a villain before. That's why he wore that. He hated the turtles. That'd be like if you saw like so it would have a baby shoulder pad.
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder. You have a baby a fucking shoulder pad.
Oh my god.
Why is there a baby on your shoulder?
Why is there baby skin on your shoulder? Right. Just like, why is there a turtle shell on your shoulder? Like, you don't cut my shell out?
If I want to see Ice Cube in, a reboot, I'll just watch 21 Jump Street again.
Exactly.
That's like someone having like someone's scalp on
it is.
shoulder.
That's very bad.
Yeah, just like this movie.
Exactly. Don't talk about yourself.
And then you got all these celebrities who have these cameos, like blink and you miss a cameos
Paul
voicing
Rudd.
these creatures.
Yeah, that mean nothing.
It's supposed to be the Mighty Mutinals, but I guess they couldn't get the rights to the characters.
Is baby tossing?
Who the hell do you think he is? Schnitzky?
Kick the baby.
People thought that shit was real. I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on.
I remember I watched that run live, and even I was like, oh, come on, guys. Like, that is so obvious. That is like not even.
That's clearly a toy, right?
It's clearly a doll.
I wonder who caught that. I wonder where that's at.
It's not his fault.
It's a collector's edition. It's a collector's item now.
They had him sign it and they put it on eBay.
It's not his fault, guys. Not his fault.
What, Superfly? Oh yeah, because society.
No, I was talking about Snitsky. Like,
okay.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, Snitsky.
It's like Raven.
Man, they really screwed Raven over when he came to the WWE.
True. But he was still all whacked out on drugs too.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
I'd rather stick my face in a beehive.
That's how you die.
Yeah, Post Malone is Ray Fillet.
Because that's what we want.
Paul Rudd's Mondo Deco. Rose Byrne as a female Leatherhead, I always thought that was weird.
I like her. She was great in Neighbors with Seth Rogen.
Well, that's how she got the job. She was friends with Seth Rogen.
It was the only good one. The second one was terrible.
Yeah, the second one was bad. Very disappointing. The first one, though, like, I actually watched it with my mom, and she was crying, laughing throughout it, which really surprised me. Like, I wasn't expecting her to find Neighbors to be that funny. But no, she was, like, crying, laughing until her sides hurt.
Why are you dressed like Robert De Niro?
What do you think? What character do I think James Franco would have been? I don't know.
Shredder.
What, the Rat King?
Yeah, there we go. How appropriate.
I mean, it's kind of cool to see these other, but it's not because they're so underutilized.
Right. And April with her moped.
What pissed me off more about this movie is Mikey twerking. It's pretty bad. It's like seeing Bubbles twerk.
No.
Powerpuff.
No.
And then this song, like, What's Up by the Four Don Blondes? Like, why?
I said hi.
Oh, Chibi, you're asking me who I think James Franco would have played?
I thought he was asking if you were still alive or not.
It's like, Matt.
Yeah. I'm still here. I just don't know what to say. I don't want to interrupt people. I hate doing that. That's number one.
Was it like Metal Gear Solid?
This is so lame. Singing What's Going On?
Yeah, because I'm going to put all these songs from the 90s in it.
Honestly, I think he would have had James Franco as the one John Cena played, to whipping Seth Rogen Franco.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like they were in Pineapple Express.
So he would have been Rocksteady.
Yeah, I think that's what it would have
And
been.
then you have a shitty remix of this song too. This is like right up there with that awful fucking yodeling and that RoboCop remake in terms of irritation.
That and that other song.
Right.
Maya he, Maya.
This is making me think of that, the Star Wars kid or whatever?
Yeah. No, fuck the Green Hornet. Fuck that movie. I saw that in the theater.
You saw that shit in the theater?
I saw it in the theater. I didn't pay for it. Someone else paid for it, but I saw it in the theater. Fuck that movie.
Was that like a friend of yours that got a ticket for you?
No, it was my dad. It was me, my dad, and my brother.
You must be like, damn it, Dad.
Yeah, couldn't you pick a better movie? So
I hate this fucking scene so goddamn much. It's so frenetic with the editing.
I hate the whole
There's
movie.
a million fucking things happening at once. The shitty animation style does not work well with a car chase. And then this fucking song, like, God fucking damn it, man.
I think my cousin he took his son to go see it. He said his son didn't like it.
No,
it's not, Brody.
The toys went on clearance at Walmart very quickly. I remember seeing that.
They didn't sell that many at my work because I was working at Kohl's at the time when the toys were rolling out. They sold more when they went on clearance.
Of course, because they were $2 each or whatever.
Well, yeah. Why the hell would you want them?
I mean, Richard, you got a point. Like, I don't really think that is necessarily entirely an accurate depiction of how all teenagers talk.
I would hope not. Who says mollywop anymore? He's like, I'm getting mollywop. Like, that's shit that we said when we were kids. No one says that anymore.
At least they stopped doing that awful fucking cover of What's Going On.
No, now we just got boom, 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 boom. That's what I want to hear. Music that sounds like I'm slamming my head into the wall.
Hey, that's an accurate depiction of what it's like to watch this movie, though.
I know. And then I get yelled at. You just don't understand techno. No, I do. It's a bunch of fucking noise.
Some techno can be all right. Like some of this, but a lot of it's just noise.
Leo, you pussy.
I wish Kmart was still around.
He is such a.
No wonder the sequel. Yeah, the sequel been delayed. No wonder.
I loved going
Matt,
to Kmart
how would you feel if they made Raph twerk instead of Mikey?
With this movie, I don't give a rat's ass. It's fucking. Because it'd be the same shitty fucking film. Everybody fucking sucks dick. Everybody's an asshole. Everybody's annoying as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia Utrom here, what the fuck her name is.
Yeah.
Stupid ass name, stupid ass hair, stupid ass Back to the Future 2 glasses.
Stupid ass. Stupid
Fuck
Back to the
bitch.
Future glass having ass.
It just.
With the fucking haircut that the girl had in Back to the Future 2 and Biff's gang.
It all.
And now,
Trying to sound like Edna or whatever her name is.
Right, from The Incredibles.
Incredibles.
Yeah,
No capes.
No capes. For the longest time, I thought that was Mindy Sterling, but it was not. It was a guy, actually.
Of the 4 turtles in the film, which one do we find to be the worst?
All of them.
All of them, exactly.
If I have to pick.
Donnie?
No, Mikey, because he's actually annoying and not funny like he's supposed to be. And Rap with his gap tooth. Isn't that cool, guys? He's got a gap tooth.
I'll say Donnie.
Yeah, that would be my, because he's so annoying to listen to on top of it. Like,
he sounds like he's 8 months old.
And then we have to hear the song again.
Stop with this fucking version of this song.
They were trying to get the licensing fee in. They were trying to get their money's worth.
This isn't even the actual song though. This is some shitty version.
They still had to pay they had to pay for the publishing.
This is like they had some intern like, hey, sing What's Going On.
Seth Rogen's assistant.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He sounds like one of the fucking Rugrats. It's not cool. So Lonely?
Yeah, by Akon. Mr. Lonely.
So Ronry.
Oh
no.
Show Ronry.
So Ronry.
Oh no.
That's what should have been.
So fucking stupid. My Durka.
What do I? This is honestly what it's like watching this movie. It's like, that scene at UHF where you have the whole wheel of fish or whatever thing, and then you could choose what's in the box, and then I'll take the box, and then you open the box and nothing. Absolutely nothing.
This is important. I have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Then there's the whole milking thing that they keep trying to make a thing.
How do you milk a turtle? This is weird.
It sounds like a fetish. It sounds like a writer's like
I totally
weird
forgot Mikey had
fetish
braces until now.
That he inserted into this Turtles movie. Like some shit you'd see on DeviantArt or whatever.
Nice. Nice.
Probably milk it from their dicks.
Ninja Turtles 3 is an Oscar-winning classic compared to this.
It's bad, but yeah.
See, that's the story, folks. This lady's horny for their dicks, so that's why she doesn't milk them.
Weird. That's pedophilia because they're children.
One positive thing?
Nothing.
I can't think
There's
of
nothing
anything.
positive about this movie.
Sorry.
No, please don't sing.
No.
No.
No. Stop.
No singing. Stop.
You guys don't even know the words. Like,
What
isn't
is
it
happening?
you? Like, why don't you know the words?
Fuck theater kids, Richard. They're weird.
Theater kids?
Yeah, they're fucking weird.
Yeah. You see the theater kid community, yeah. I to be honest, I was a part of the theater kid community, but
I was not. Thank
I
God.
will admit we're weird. So you're not wrong.
Why do these people have like the fucking Squid Game helmets on?
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, what the fuck is this? Squid Game? Turtles edition?
I thought he was old.
Oh, now
he broke his back.
Old.
Get it?
He hurt his back.
Nah, he's like he's ill.
90s Turtle wouldn't, or 90s Splinter wouldn't have done that. 2003 Splinter, he won the tournament, so he wouldn't do that.
Nah, he's Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
So
get it? He's supposed to get it. It's Jackie Chan. You get it?
And then we got Push It to the Limit again. Like,
because Scarface.
Mondo Gecko was like Rain Man.
If you
also fart in a phone booth for real?
Gotta go to Kmart. Gotta go to Kmart.
Listen, okay, like in another movie, if Jackie Chan voiced Splinter and Splinter fall like Jackie Chan, I'd be fine with it, but I don't care because I don't care what's come before it. I don't think it's a well-written movie at all.
I agree.
So
I will say this is like the one fight scene that like I think it's adequately directed for once, but it's not even like a turtle that's doing it. It's Splinter.
Yeah, the design of the turtle, the design of Splinter was better. It was in a better movie.
Yes.
But
yeah. How did she fit through the vents? That doesn't make any sense.
Liposuction, I don't
know. Liposuction.
Think thin.
Gonna take some body melt. That's what she's gonna do.
No, they don't do liposuction no more. They do Ozempic.
Yep. And that's some. I read up some of the side effects. That's some nasty shit, man.
Oh yeah. I know people that have done that, and I'm like, why? Just eat less, exercise more. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd rather have nobody direct this movie because then that means that the movie never got made.
Yes, correct.
Like all the other Turtles projects that were in development hell never got made. Like I remember reading about like another live action movie prior to this. And then that never, one that was going to be closer to like the tone of the 1990 film. And then that never got made. And instead we get this shit where it just makes things go backwards even farther when it comes to the Turtles.
I would have rather have had the CGI John Woo movie. That would have made more sense.
Yeah. I'm low on caffeine. Like I need to go to the store and get some soda. So I had like a little, like half a glass of Baja Blast before this. That's all I had.
I already had my caffeine for today. There we go. Now we're talking.
There you go.
Call it mellow yellow.
The Kung Fu Kid, that sucked dick too.
I heard Legends wasn't any better.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Nah, fam. Yeah. Straight out of the sewers, y'all.
God.
Damn it, Ghostface, behave. Why are you always causing trouble up here? The last stream I did, it knocked over the pumpkin mask, and then it knocked out the fucking screen. I'm like, what the hell?
Ghostface is...
Everybody started freaking out. I'm like...
Ghostface is haunted by an actual ghost. If Will Ferrell voiced the Shredder, oh god,
that's what we need. Will Ferrell and more stuff. All these commercials he's in are terrible. Yeah, we got to be accepted, guys. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, because they're all about like, they're outcasts and from society, and it's all about, being accepted by society that's rejected them. Like all
like they didn't read the source material.
I think that it's a better message. It's like, oh, let's just embrace who we are. Like, fuck it. Who cares? Who gives a shit what other people think?
It's about the message. Okay, alrighty then.
No. I'm not. I don't want to do that.
Well, if I cared about the characters, then sure, I would like them to have a happy ending. But I don't give a fuck. So my happy ending would be them in a meat grinder.
Or all of a sudden a nuclear warhead explodes.
Like the ending of Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah. Everybody just gets nuked at the end of the movie.
Brody, I don't even think the opening logos are good in this. That's not even a good thing about this movie. What do I think of Society? It's a trippy, weird movie. I wouldn't say I love the film, but I do like it. It's like one of the first Arrow video Blu-rays I actually remember buying. All right, so now you got Rocksteady fighting Superfly.
Superfly.
And it's just a squash match.
Because apparently the rule is you can only fight one at a time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one goes up to fight Superfly and everyone just stands there going,
yeah.
Superfly, no match for the American dream, daddy. I better stop. The Dead Pit guys might get mad at me.
Nah.
I know. That video, the clip that they did where they were making fun of Tom Matthews. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was dying laughing watching that.
You pussy.
Speaking of wrestling.
That was so
Did
funny.
you see that Goldberg came back again?
Yeah, to challenge Gunther.
I was like, oh my God, man.
59-year-old Goldberg, or however old he is, wrestling.
You're going to turn to dust.
Bret Hart will get upset. Stop.
Oh, of course, Menace to Society is better than this. It's Menace to Society.
Anybody want a cheeseburger? You done fucked up. That's what this movie needed. Bill Duke.
Yeah. You know you fucked up, don't you?
May the Schwartz be with you.
Yeah, Spaceballs 2.
No, I'm good.
With 100-year-old Mel Brooks.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Rick is coming back though. I don't know if I would see it in the theater, but I would like to. I would watch it at least once for Rick.
Right, Rick Moranis, yeah.
Because I'd like to pay him back. Because what he did was selfless and just honestly the kind of thing you normally don't see a lot of people do in the industry, where you just retire to take care of his kids. After his wife passed.
Of course.
This movie is like a menace to society. Yep.
True.
Yeah, Friday is great.
There's animals in the water. Do you get it? Is it like Magic in the Water for the 3 people that remember that movie?
Magic in the Water?
With the Oreo cookies?
Yeah.
Hey, I can't. I know I'm not the only one.
No. That's one of those films like Stay Tuned for years. I remember seeing on TV when I was a kid, and I was like, that movie with like a sea creature
with the whale and
the whale, and then people were like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not making it up. It's a real movie.
I know.
With Mark Harmon and Joshua Jackson.
Yes. Charlie from the Mighty Ducks.
That's right.
But yeah, Stay Tuned was that other one. Like for years, I was like, it's a satellite dish and it sucks people into it. Or like, what?
It's a real movie. We need Megazord power now. Oh, wrong franchise. Sorry.
Oh yeah, this fucking dumb shit. This is like straight up Power Rangers ripoff at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off something.
Stallone's performance in Spy Kids 3 was cringe. It was like one of his worst performances since like Rhinestone. It was bad.
Yeah. How you doing?
Played multiple different characters, like the baker or whatever the fuck that guy was.
How you doing?
Didn't he say like game over or what?
The baker.
The butcher.
Yeah, well, remember he had like the alternate versions of himself.
Oh yeah, he's got like the smart one, the
Uh-huh.
wannabe Gestapo one, and the hippie one.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not that. That's how I feel about this movie. No, not that.
Superfly.
Do or die. I choose die.
He chose poorly.
Yes. I heard RoboCop 3 may make people's face melt.
Yeah, my head feels like the Nazi at the end of Indiana Jones right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can feel it on that because when I wear my hat, hat, which one?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. You can have people's heads blown up in that, but Friday the 13th, we can't have heads blowing up in that movie. Okay, all right, sure, whatever you say.
I mean, I agree, Richard. Yeah, I'd rather watch Spy Kids 3, but it's still awful. It's terrible.
The only good Spy Kids was the first.
No, it's not as bad as Cannibal Terror or Mortem, but it's still awful.
Yeah. Fat Black April to the rescue.
Yeah. And then this song again.
Yo, oh, hey, yo. What's up? What is this? R-Truth's theme?
Yeah. What's up? What's up? Oh, remember, he's not going by R-Truth anymore. He's going by Ron Killings again.
He's not R-Truth anymore. Because they fucked up, because they fired him for no reason. Yeah, I love that. So,
yeah.
Well, he was getting old. But you're bringing back Goldberg. Goldberg's older than he is.
Yeah.
Come on. Gotta love that Triple H logic.
Look at this fucking monster. Just mess. It's a perfect representation of this movie. It's just a fucking ugly mess. Just looking at this movie makes me want to hurl. Be like Wayne's World. Be like, chew it back! Chew it back!
You're gonna spew into this.
I'm gonna chunder.
Are you partied out already? You'll never afford it. Live in the now. He does this every Friday.
Harbinger Down or this? As much as I don't like Harbinger Down, I'd rather watch that.
Milwaukee means Milwaukee.
It's still cringe, especially after watching Boar with Nathan Jones doing Ice Ice Baby in a Jeep.
See, our version's different. Our version goes.
That was so embarrassing. Like, Jesus
Are you
Christ.
kidding me? It's the same song.
This or Feeders 1 and 2.
I think
Matt just passed
lost
out.
him. Send help. Send help.
Give him a lifesaver.
Call Life Alert.
Matt's seen Feeders 1 and 2. I haven't.
Unfortunately.
So which is worse, Matt? This or Feeders?
It doesn't matter. They all suck ass. I'm playing these games, guys. and they all suck dick.
Like, I'm not playing your games.
Like, which dick is better to suck? I'm
Oh.
like, I don't want to participate in the dick sucking games. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not into
dick
that.
suckage.
I'm not into the dick
No.
sucking thing.
Not
No.
into the shitty movie game. They all suck. They're all terrible, and I hate this shit.
Yeah,
don't
Matt
care-
looks like he's trying to go to his happy place and happy.
With the midget on the unicycle, or are
Yeah.
we allowed to say that or no?
We did now.
I saw an interview. Speaking of little people, I saw an interview about Tiptoes where a guy asked Gary Oldman about it, and
Why'd
he
you
was
play
like,
midget?
he was like, I was really strapped for cash. I was like,
I guess.
barely making ends meet, living in an apartment under the Hollywood sign, broke, and I hadn't gotten a job in 2 years. And that's why.
When did that come out?
I think it's mid 2000s or something.
How the fuck was he broke then?
I know.
2002.
2002, yeah.
How the fuck was he broke?
That's after Dracula.
He did fucking Fifth Element. Like,
I
come
know.
on.
Yeah, Highlander 2 and Blues Brothers 2000.
Well, Highlander 2, yes.
Yes.
We read more comics, guys. We read comic books. You get it?
That doesn't mean anything.
He had just done Hannibal. How the fuck was he broke? I'm spelling some bullshit there. Like, there's no way that Gary Oldman was broke.
Maybe he was Hollywood. You know, his idea of broke is different than our idea of broke.
Those people don't live in fucking reality. They live in
very,
fantasy land.
Very expensive hooker.
Skinamarink. I don't know if it'll make you enraged.
It'll make you confused.
Yeah. First off, you might want to, check your pulse like at certain points to make sure you're still alive while you're watching that movie.
I'd rather watch Skinamarink than this. I'm serious.
And then the dialogue is like this. You can't hear anything. It's all muffled and it's really quiet.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm smelling some bullshit on Gary Oldman being broke to do Tiptoe. Fuck no. I need to call his lawyer, his bank account, or whatever. I need to do some investigation here. You broke.
Why the fuck did they have to give Splinter a 70s afro?
Because it's funny. Turtle Men? What is this? Jingle All the Way?
Hey, that's a perfect review for Creepshow 3 and for this movie. Just burn this shit.
Good.
And this is like such a fuck up too, because she throws up anyway later. So what the fuck was even the point of that?
Of what? Sorry, what? What do you say?
Because she throws up later.
Sorry to wake you.
What was it, Mikey asked?
Well, I was just saying, like, what is the point of this whole thing? Where she overcomes her fear, but still throws up anyway.
Because she still went through and faced her fear. She's not afraid anymore of talking in front of people, even if she does throw up.
I'm going to start doing that every time I talk to people. I'm just going to throw up randomly.
Even if you threw up, you still overcame, and as in you still talked and you still did the right thing.
Shit, the Lion King remake?
I already watched it once. I don't want to watch it again. Like this movie.
Yeah, that whole thing too. Splinter in the
scene that's coming up in a couple minutes here.
Relationship with a cockroach.
I swear, people, I was not tired before this.
Hey, that's what it does. That's what films like this.
I swear to God, I was not. I'm not doing it as an app either.
Mark, we're like an hour and 22 minutes in. Thankfully, we're almost through this.
I know people may be thinking I'm just acting for the video. I seriously was not this tired before this, but this movie
Go to sleep.
Because when you have like characters that ain't worth the shit,
yeah, it's boring.
Barely any action for an action movie. Barely any ninja stuff for a Ninja Turtle movie. Villains are lame as fuck. They're going against some shitty looking Godzilla wannabe type of thing. Lame jokes, lame humor, lame story. Fuck this movie. This is an example of
bad,
shitty modern cinema.
As bad as the Power Rangers movie can be at points, I'd rather watch that a million times over this.
I would rather watch that than this, yeah. I could watch
it has
that.
a certain charm that this does not have at all.
A teenager with a big mouth. Not much has changed in 6,000 years.
There's actually some good one-liners from Ivan Ooze.
My mom used to say, "Woo, where's my autograph book?" She would say that all the time back in the day.
Why? I remember when I found out that it was the same guy who played Belloc in Raiders.
Paul Freeman.
And I was absolutely blown away when I found that out later on.
And he was in Double Team with Van Damme.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, whatever relaxes you. I mean, that's an interesting choice to relax to, the Psycho remake, but
maybe it's the scene where he jerks off.
Because that's what we needed, Vince Vaughn jerking off in a movie.
Is that the scene that relaxes you?
Would I rather watch Prey? Yes, but that still fucking sucks.
I'd rather watch
such an overrated fucking movie, man.
I'd rather watch my toenails grow.
Somebody got mad at me when I did the Killer of Killers review. They're like, I don't understand why you can't understand that Prey was a masterpiece. And I'm like, are you
masterpiece?
Kidding me? I deleted the comment. I'm like, you can't be fucking serious right now.
A masterpiece.
Ain't no goddamn masterpiece.
It's so much better than the second movie, Fabio. It's the second best Predator movie since the first.
Well, in the words of Danny Glover from Predator 2, fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. That's how I feel about this movie. Just punch it square in the face. That's
right. Damn right. Better than Predator 2.
Both
Predator 2 had Morton Downey Jr. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mutant Mayhem just makes me feel like Raph in the first 90s, Ninja Turtles movie. Just scream my head off in the middle of the street going, damn!
What the heck was that? Looked like a big turtle in a trench coat. You're going to LaGuardia, right?
That's another thing. Like, this doesn't really feel like New York that much either. It doesn't have that New York feel.
Like the first one did, even though most of it was shot in North Carolina.
Like this is absolutely like a Power Rangers type climax, fight a big monster.
Just like the Michael Bay movie, the first one ripped off the ending of Amazing Spider-Man because they had to reshoot the ending.
Exactly. And that film gets a lot of shit, but that's way better than crap like this or both of those Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movies. And so is the second one, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2 drew me. I don't mind the film.
I like both of them. I was very surprised by those movies.
I mean, there are some problems. The Amazing Spider-Man 2
they're not perfect, but
stuff, like way too much shit going on.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more positives than people give it credit for.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, Spider-Man 3 is actually good.
Are you kidding me? Like, are you high?
There are people who do that. Like, it's actually good.
Are you sure?
There's a lot of people that like Spider-Man 3.
These people on crack. They must have seen a different movie. And then they had to do the Avenger shot there where they all did like this shot here.
Yes. Everyone's cheering and happy. Yay, you saved us. This is like a bad fever dream from Kablam from
if they did this in any of the older stuff, Splinter would have kicked the shit out of him. That's the whole point of being a ninja, is to not be seen. They didn't fucking even pay attention.
Critical Drinker would never even notice that any of us are even doing stuff.
Yeah, I like Critical Drinker, but he don't know any of us. We're small fry.
Yeah, Double Dragon is awful, but yeah, I would rather watch that. At least I have nostalgia connected with that, and I can also appreciate Alyssa Milano. So
and Robert Patrick's amazing hair.
yeah, his fade
I was
and that
pissed
goatee.
when I met him. He did not have one picture from Double Dragon. I was mad. I was like, no, I wanted that. I wanted the shot of him at the end when he's like, wait till you meet my lawyers. I was like, that's the picture I want.
This ending too, with them having all of the mutants in there, like how much fucking space do you have in this sewer?
Well, it's like Full House.
Yeah.
With that
there's
weirdo.
a video that's out there now. Not to go into this territory, but Jodie Sweetin was protesting in LA and she tried to get in the cop's face and the cop pushed her. I thought it was hilarious.
God. Look at this fucking cockroach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I love you too.
I love you too. Have a good day at school, kids.
It's funny because Splinter is dating a cockroach now.
Get it? It's funny?
Because it's gross.
It's not. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
And they did do a cartoon series of this. But, like, I don't think they're... Yeah, it calls Tales of the TMNT, but I don't think they're in school.
Well, then what the fuck is the point, then?
I guess they want to say that for the sequel.
The cockroach is a cock.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, welcome.
Yeah, Tales of the TMNT.
And then you got Can I Kick It?
By Tribe Called Quest.
It's like, yeah.
It's a great song.
That's how I feel about this movie. It's like, can I kick it? Please? I kick it right in its ugly fucking face.
It's over. It's finally over.
I know.
I feel like Dr. Loomis at the end of Halloween 6. It's all over, Michael. It's all over.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can kick it off my fucking computer, and I hope I never have to watch it again. If I ever have kids, they're not watching this one.
Oh, man. Why would you want to show this to your kids?
Not me. They're watching the 3 from the 90s, and that's it. Fuck this after credit scene. I don't even care.
Yeah, I don't care either. I shut it off. Shredder.
Just like if I have
Shredder
kids,
shows up.
They're watching the original versions of Star Wars on Laserdisc, and they're just going to have to deal with it.
Or the despecialized editions.
Oh, God.
Speaking of, you know, also, because I heard about this, I said there was a cartoon of this. You know what's funny about it, though? So the adventures they go on the cartoon, you find out they just made up in their head. They're like, oh, we just go to school.
What the fuck?
We just go to school and go home. So the stories are just stuff they made up.
So it's the Saint Elsewhere shit. Like everything is not real. It all is just in their head.
It's like the ending of Roseanne, where find out she made it all
bad.
That was so stupid. Yeah.
And then they fucked it up later anyway with the reboot.
Yeah, and then they killed her off.
They overreacted so hard.
Wow, a comedian making a joke.
I mean, she made a joke.
Who would have thought?
It was off color, but just have her apologize and just move on. Like,
have you heard the other stuff that she said?
I know. It's like, why would you kill her off? Like, I didn't understand that at all.
Because Sarah Gilbert betrayed her. That's according to Roseanne. I believe it.
Yeah, Saint Elsewhere, that fucking ending. Can you imagine watching that show when it aired every season? You know, because this is back in the day where you can't binge watch things. You would actually have a schedule and you would make sure that you watch something that you liked like every week, or you would, record it. And then you spent all this time with this show. And then at the end of the show, the finale, there's this twist that it was like, oh, by the way, this show that lasted for multiple seasons that you spent so much time watching, none of it ever happened. It was all in the head of this autistic kid. There you go. Saint Elsewhere.
Or
that takes the cake to me is the worst ending for a show.
Lois and Clark
like,
when they fooled us with the wedding and then they did it again and it didn't have any impact because you wasted it.
I think they thought they were going to have another season, but then they're like, "Oops, nope, sorry, you aren't going to have another season." So I guess this is going to be your finale. It's like Married with Children never really had a real, and there was going to be like an animated show, and there was even footage like from an intro that leaked online, and then I guess it never got picked up or whatever. And this was before Christina Applegate, I think, was stricken with MS. But I'd rather watch that Married with Children animated show than Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was rough. That was a tough one.
Matt almost fell asleep more than once.
I don't blame him, man.
You better get your blanket. You don't want to get cold.
Gonna escape from the reality of watching.
Right. Like
I think
the Barry Lyndon review where you acted like you were asleep.
That movie is also incredibly overrated.
And I put in the comments, I was like, "Where's your blanket? Aren't you gonna get cold?"
That film is so overhyped. Like, it's ridiculously long. None of the characters are likable, and it's well shot. That's all I can really give that movie, and it's got a good use of a classical score. But like, man, I wasn't a fan of Barry Lyndon either, Matt.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't request Fabio, because they requested the other was a Kubert film. So, but that was
the one I didn't get.
You're lucky.
Watch, now you're gonna get it.
Probably no, because I'm a glutton for punishment. So,
but
it's not your fault.
I think what it is just with this movie, all serious, it's just infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is. Like, my brain,
it's draining.
Inadvertently shuts down because
yeah.
There's so much you could do. There's so many possibilities. There's so many potential, and they don't do anything with it. But this lazy, crappy horseshit that gets not from us, but a good chunk of people. It gets the pass and the praise, which then results in them doing more of it because they think that's what people want. It made money. It's getting a sequel, and it gets credit on where they view it. Where that's important to them. IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, is how they view importance. Not us, but them. And so we're going to get more of this. It's just aggravating to me.
Yeah, I agree. Lowered expectations is the theme for a lot of people nowadays, from Mad TV.
And we're never going to get
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's another Turtles movie, so it's good because I get more Turtles. It's another Scream film, so it's good because I get more Scream films.
In America, it made $118 million. It overseas, it flopped. It didn't make its budget back overseas, but it made all its money here. And in China, it didn't do well because God forbid it didn't do well in China.
But I feel you, Matt. I mean, just look at what the highest grossing film of this year is.
Fucking Minecraft.
So far, it's fucking Minecraft.
That's Minecraft.
And that is literally one of the most unoriginal, uncreative films I've seen in a while. It's just Jumanji sequel, sloppy seconds with Minecraft. And like even the ending is like, it's another thing that shoots a beam into the sky. Like, Jesus Christ.
How many times do we need to see that?
Velma was not. I don't think Velma was critically acclaimed, though. I thought Velma was
everybody
hated on by everybody.
Thank God.
Yeah, Neve Campbell came back as Paramount was in trouble, and also she wanted another paycheck.
Yeah, they paid her what she wanted. That's why. Yeah, because they needed her. Because Jenna Ortega quit because they didn't want to pay her what she wanted. Terrorist supporter Melissa Barrera got fired because she's an idiot, and everybody else was like, "No, I don't want to do this." And then they're bringing back David Arquette, but it was supposed to be a surprise, but they leaked it out.
So is he dead or not?
I don't think so. He said it was supposed to be a surprise.
So how the fuck did he survive, though? Like, that doesn't make it.
Unless they're doing
a flashback or something,
or they're
dream.
either A, they're doing it where it's like West Wings do Nightmare, and they're the actors and they're making another movie.
But then
Or
that would be derivative because that's just going to be New Nightmare, but with
it's AI. Like the killer uses AI.
Oh, fuck.
Can't wait for that.
AI manipulation, deepfake. So maybe he leaves video messages like Jigsaw.
Okay.
Or maybe he leaves video messages and this looks like David Arquette. This looks like Matthew Lillard. This looks like this.
I think you're on the right track there.
Because AI is, yeah.
I think you're on the right track.
They could do that as well.
I think they probably will.
Fuck all this. I hate this new stream.
In terms of a sequel, I'm more looking forward to Ready or Not 2 than, another Scream film.
Nobody
but like Fabio, how do you feel about like you're a Ninja Turtle fan? I mean, Mike is as well, but you got the blanket.
Hey, you got the blanket back.
Oh, I better be careful. The blanket might upset people.
But how do you feel about the fact that because of this, how they looked at these characters today, we're never really, I mean, I guess we just got to be happy with it because we got the older stuff, but we'll never really get the stuff we want, deserve in the future because that's just not how
because they're lazy. I think it's just because they're lazy. They play it safe. If we do it for the kids, if we make it for the kids, the parents will take them to go see it. The parents will buy the toys. We could sell cheeseburgers at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
They don't realize that there is an entire section of people. There's an entire group of the audience that wants the darker, more mature, like the first movie or the 2000, at least the first couple seasons of the 2003 cartoon. The last couple, they lost me on those. Or the comics.
Right.
I don't know why this is the only superhero franchise where you can't do both of them, because you have versions of Batman that are for the older fans and the kids. You have versions of Spider-Man, X-Men, all these other franchises. Why can't you do it for Ninja Turtles? Why is it the only one that you cannot? It's not that they can't; it's that they don't want to.
They're doing the last Ronin video game, but other than that,
that's a video game. I mean, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, but
I thought that was canceled. That game.
Why can't you do a movie or something?
I know.
Why does it have to be? No, we got to make it for the kids all the time. Why? It's been around for over 40 years. Like, you don't think that people would want to see that? It's kind of like
it's really how I feel about Spider-Man and how he can never grow up. Like, he's always the Peter Pan in the Marvel universe right now.
But it's Spider-Man.
Because we got to be for the kids,
Right. But his name is Spider-Man, not Spider-Boy.
I know. That's like the new Disney Plus animated show. He's back in high school again. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. You have X-Men 97, which has been a huge hit for the streaming service.
I don't know why it wasn't any good.
I know, but I'm just saying it was a hit for them. And so do Spider-Man 94.
People complain about the animation style of the 90s cartoon. The 97, that looked like dog shit. I don't care what anyone says. They are doing Spider-Man 94, but they're doing it as a comic.
I saw some comic. I saw some screen grabs on my Facebook that somebody shared. So,
that's just all they care about is what's going to make us money. They don't care about artistic, endeavors or let's get creative. Let's do something different.
I mean, like Jonathan mentioned, like we need more creative movies, like Mandy or The Substance. But not another Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot sequel that they're going to do again, because there's a bidding war over what studio is going to get the rights.
The rights are up for sale
for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care who gets the rights at this point.
Exactly. They're just going to make another remake that was just as bad as the previous one,
or Jason Universe with that.
I am so excited for that. I can't wait. They did all the. Stay tuned. This Friday the 13th, we have a major announcement. Are you serious? Like, he's getting a haunted house at Universal Studios for Halloween, and then you're making a video game? That's not
their announcement was worse. Their announcement was a NECA toy of the shitty new Jason design
of the one that
nobody likes.
No one's gonna buy it. No one's gonna buy it. But the studios, they don't care. All they want is what's going to make us money.
Quantity over quality.
Right.
Sequels,
they don't
remakes,
want to take
reboots.
chances. They don't want to take
like
risks.
The Naked Gun. Did you see that recent trailer?
No,
Fabio?
I saw the teaser, and I'm like, he's a girl. This is no. Fuck this
The
movie.
trailer was even worse.
I believe
there's a scene where Liam Neeson has chili dogs and is he has to get to the bathroom because he had too many chili dogs. That's the comedy.
That's what people want to watch.
Or there's comedy like when Pamela Anderson goes into Liam's office and then Liam says, "Take a chair." And then she just grabs a chair and walks out with the chair. Nobody says take a chair. They say take a seat. Like, you fucked up that joke. That was like one of the easiest jokes.
The oldest joke in the book.
It is.
Suburban Commando did that.
I love that scene, by the way. In Suburban Commando. Take a seat. Because it just lifts up the whole fucking bench.
I like when he beats up the mime. The mime is actually Tom Morga.
Yeah, Suburban Commando. Like, a lot of people are like, I was frozen in it. That's not even the most memorable. Like, there are so many other memorable bits in that.
The most memorable is, what are you gonna do? Pound my face?
Yeah.
No, this is the 90s. We're gonna sue you. That's fucking funny. Still funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ninja Turtles, that was on the Secret of the Ooze tape, the trailer for that.
Yes. That a lot of memories.
Step Kids, aka
Big Girls Don't. I remember I was like, I think because I remember it being Step Kids. So I think I always remember trying to find that movie for years,
and it didn't come out.
I couldn't find anything because it wasn't under Step Kids. Yeah, they're running out of ideas. That is a problem. But another problem is they don't really try hard enough to embrace some of these new ideas, unless I have to admit, a couple genres kind of do, like action and horror, sci-fi in some ways. They're kind of trying to branch out a little bit. Horror does have the franchises, but there's still a lot of stuff where there's some original stuff that's coming out. But a lot of those things aren't necessarily massive box office smashes, though. And so what Hollywood looks at is, okay, what is making the most money? And it's these reused, rehashed ideas. I mean, look at the top 5. Look at the most successful films in the theater this year.
Garbage.
Is there even an original film in the top 5?
It's all a sequel or a remake, or it's based on an intellectual property.
Yeah.
Because people need to stop. What I love is that people pay to see this shit, and then they come out and then they complain about it. Then why did you pay to go see it?
Mm-hmm.
Go do something else.
Mm-hmm. They're part of the problem. It's like when people are complaining about the Disney live action remakes. It's like, then stop seeing them.
Right. Stop giving them money. If you stop, they'll stop making them. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
And Disney's starting to get a little bit of a point there with Snow White bombing and Little Mermaid and Lion King and Lion King was a hit, but Mufasa I think didn't do as well.
Well, they flubbed the numbers. They lied.
Yeah.
I saw videos where they showed the actual numbers and what they claimed, and it was completely different.
It's like what The Rock did with Black Adam, right?
Oh, he lost his fucking mind over that. That's why he went back to wrestling, because his feelings got hurt.
And then he quit on that. It screwed up John Cena's heel turn because he didn't even complete the arc.
Stupid. This is why people don't watch wrestling anymore.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means leaving your family behind to pursue your career.
Yeah, but it made $300 million.
That's the problem. It made a lot of money. So Disney's just gonna be like, oh, maybe we're not gonna stop making remakes. So just because this made money. And the thing with Lilo and Stitch, I haven't even seen it yet, but it's so dumb. Like, because of the fact that the University of Hawaii has one of the best in marine biology departments in the entire United States, I think it's actually better than the one in California. So you could just go to school in Hawaii and get a better education for the field that you're trying to study in.
Probably need to get away from that fucking kid.
Line Classic's getting remade?
But why? I mean, what are you going to remember more, the original or the remake?
I don't think the Marine in 12 rounds are that decent.
The Marine was fucking terrible. They stole footage from Rambo 3.
Yeah.
The only good thing about that movie was Robert Patrick as the villain.
Uh-huh.
I didn't give a shit about the black guy having PTSD from rock candy and what the fuck is this? And 12 rounds had an interesting concept because it was like Die Hard with a Vengeance, but it needed a better actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agree.
I would say 12 rounds is better than 12 rounds 2 with Randy Orton, but that's not saying much.
Like if like Dolph Lundgren was in that movie instead,
way better.
I would like it would be
or
way
Van
better.
Damme,
right? Or Chuck Norris or
just
whoever.
not Steven Seagal, because that would still be bad.
Agreed. Yeah,
because it would have been Seagal from the era of he's a slug and has
fat
like no
and lazy and no
energy,
no fight scenes and ADR and all that stupid shit.
Yep, they saw it and then made us money and then they cried about it and then watched the original. Then just go watch the original.
Right? Why did you waste your money? Like, why have leftovers when you can get the original at home or whatever? Yes. I don't even know what fucking analogy I'm trying to make. But
hey, it's fine. Yeah, the Fog remake
absolutely
is fucking awful too.
I've never even seen it, but yeah, absolutely.
Teach their own, Brody. I mean, the remake, the first remake is
the one, watchable. Yeah, the one from 2006 I did like.
It's not great, but it's watchable. Definitely in comparison to the latest one. Yeah, I've heard of that fucking guy with his shitty videos that are all fake and trying to be heartful and have a message. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
Never heard of him.
It's cringe. It's a good thing you've never heard of Darman.
Good. Don't need to. Fuck them.
Oh man, not Dark Man.
Yeah. Well, that would be better. I'm surprised they haven't made. They're good. That's gonna be next. They've done all my, all the stuff that I love and fucked it up. Like that's got to be coming soon.
We'll remake
a shitty Dark Man remake. It's got to be. It's
Dark Man be gay or something.
Dark Man will be played by a dark guy.
He's in.
Yeah, he'll be black this time. They'll change it.
There already is a rapper.
That's why they call him Dark Man.
Right, because he's black.
Idris Elba is Dark Man.
I mean, that I might be interested in because it's Idris Elba. But...
I mean, they did try to do the TV show, and that was awful.
Yeah, that pilot.
That pilot is so fucking bad. The Dark Man pilot.
Or it'll be Robert Downey Jr. as his character from Tropic Thunder.
I'm just a dude playing another dude disguised as another dude.
Job turkey.
To hear that term, that just makes me think of like one of the few scenes in Semi-Pro that was actually funny.
Yeah. I stay in character till I finish the DVD commentary. Right.
I'm a rice farmer, motherfucker.
Yes. Great fucking movie.
That's the kind of film never get made today. They tried to do something similar to that. I think Jamie Foxx did something with Robert Downey Jr. that was like edgy, controversial comedy, and then it wound up getting shelved. It's never been released.
Motherfucker Jones.
Oh, DMX is an Arkham.
So what you're saying is DMX should come back from the dead and play Dark Man.
Speaking of Dark Man, like Arnold Vosloo wasn't really that bad in those direct-to-video sequels, surprisingly enough, as Peyton Westlake. If I could slap Jesse Eisenberg,
I'm not gonna slap him. I'm gonna punch him in the face. I'm not a girl. I don't slap. Okay. I will never forget when I was in boot camp. One guy slapped another guy. I was like, did that just happen?
Did he sound like Damon Wayans in Blank Man?
No. And then they called the MC. It was so embarrassing.
I warned you, Susan.
Where's the Blu-ray for that?
I know.
Come on.
I watched that recently, and I'm like, this movie is hilarious. Like, it's actually funnier than I remember it being because I caught more of the the jokes.
The jokes, right?
Because there's actually a lot of double entendre, because as a kid, like you're not always gonna get that kind of those kind of references,
right?
So, like the whole scene where he's trying to deliver the baby and he's just freaking out.
And he's at McDonald's. He's working at McDonald's.
Yes.
That shit. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me clock out first. I just always thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. Or and just everything with David Allen Greer. He's like, you've got to be with the woman first.
The other guy. That's not my name.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Or the whole thing, they're looking for the bomb. And it's a toilet. It's toilet humor, but it still cracks me up because of David Allen Greer's reaction. Where they're kicking the stall doors open, and then he kicks the other door up. It's like, ugh. Did you find the bomb? Not that one.
Because Mo Money got a Blu-ray, right?
It did. I think it's out of print though.
Why the fuck did Blank Man not get one? It did. I'm looking.
Meteor Man did, but it's out of print. Like it's crazy expensive. I got it on sale a while back because it's an all of films release. So
yeah, they went out of business. They're not around anymore.
It's
on a double feature with High School High. Mo Money. Come on.
Yeah. Tom Petty music video? Like I like the Running Down a Dream music video where he's like the Mad Hatter. What?
Yes. Yeah, that's the entire point of being in the military. That's what everybody does. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Literally?
Not literally. Not, thank God, not literally, but that's the whole point. You just talk shit to everybody. That's what you're supposed to do. It's called having fun. Like towards the end, there was these kids that would come in, they would get all upset. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You realize what you did, right? You joined the army. This is not day camp, okay? Like, if you can't handle it, you should not have enlisted.
It's not band camp.
Right. He keeps making fun of me. Well, get over it. Man up. People get yelled at and they get upset. Or you've never been yelled at before?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's been fun. It seems like Matt is ready to pass out.
He's ready to go to bed.
With this movie, pretty much
ready to hit the hay. I got some other stuff I got to get done as well. I got to talk about The Patriot with Steven Seagal and his tomato-looking ass in that movie. like, why the hell are you wearing a bright red shirt? Are you trying to look like the Kool-Aid Man?
Poor LQ Jones.
Yeah, a three-eyed, three-fingered Jack. That's a different Jack. Three-eyed Jack.
Different movie.
Different movie, exactly. But I got that. I still got to finish up The Sopranos. There's like so much to like. The season 6 is so long that I'm probably gonna do a separate video talking about the ending.
Split it into 2 parts. And
I hate that fucking ending.
Honestly, they shouldn't have done that, but whatever.
People love the ending. They think it's brilliant. You're not a real fan of the show if you don't like that ending. Whatever. Fuck that ending.
That's not true, because I had a guy come up to me because I was wearing a shirt. He goes, "Man, I still hate that ending." I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I'll save my thoughts on the ending for a separate video because that would take like at least 30 minutes or 20 something minutes just talking about that. How everybody's done a 180 on it and giving people shit if you don't like the ending.
That was stupid how they did that.
And trying to act like David Chase always said that he was dead, but he's backtracked like so many different times. You don't even really know exactly
him being dead. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why would he
also
die?
There a lot of people's proof? It's like, death comes in threes, and I'm like, well, you're leaving out the time when he almost got shot by that hitman in the college episode. So the only way that even works if you leave out that particular time when he was about to die. Like if Meadow wasn't there, he was gonna get shot then. But that's just another. And that
story. Was the entire that episode was the entire point of the show.
Yeah,
that's what people fail to realize. It was the first episode where he killed someone. It's like, well, if he doesn't kill anybody, what's the point of all this?
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun for sure. A lot more fun than if I just had to watch this movie by myself. But I'll leave it to Matt and Fabio. If you got anything you want to talk about in terms of some upcoming stuff on your channel, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Too much to list.
All right.
Way too much to list.
What's coming like the next ones? The very next
the next one, I'll probably do it tomorrow because it's getting late and I have a long day. But I don't know why people want to hear my thoughts about current events in the world, but it'll be about some current events.
Okay.
And then The Howling will be the next movie review.
Okay.
All of The Howling. I can't wait.
All of them?
Yes, I'm so excited to watch all of the Howling movies.
Man. You get to see the Twilight version with Howling Reborn.
I only want to watch the second one.
You get to see Howling 4, which is one of the total bore. You get to see the third one, which is weird and trippy and typical Aussie.
I only want to watch part 2 with Christopher Lee and Red Brown and Sybil Danning being hot.
Yeah.
That's the only one I want to watch.
I'm looking forward to watching Howling 7.
Yeah, Howling 7. Yeah.
Joe Bob Briggs' favorite movie?
Yeah, New Moon Rising.
One of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
Testify.
So that'll be next, and then after that'll be The Matrix.
Get to see all the square dancing.
Matrix.
Square dancing werewolves?
Yeah. Just square dancing. Bunch of square dancing rednecks.
I want square dancing werewolves. That would be entertaining.
A lot of people cooking chili.
Yeah, Pappy's chili.
What is this? Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
And then a bunch of really bad dad jokes. Yes. That's a very common thing in Howling 7.
Can't wait.
Like pneumonia. Bad case of pneumonia. Get it? Like he's got a bad knee, like pneumonia.
Yeah. I think they do, yeah.
Can't wait. And then after that, The Matrix, and then Machete, and the
great,
Equalizer.
cool.
So that's
Machete.
I can't wait.
Shitty.
Can't wait for Steven Seagal to kill himself in the movie because he didn't want to die.
The border. Don't you get it?
It's a true story. It came true. It's what's going on now.
But that. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up, Matt? Hurry up tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that'll be coming up soon. Looking at my stuff here, I got finishing up for Lucas the X-Men Origins Wolverine playthrough on hard mode.
Cool.
Yes.
Great game.
Yes.
3 episodes of Devil May Cry 3, which was requested.
Okay.
Fun game so far.
All right.
Movie reviews of random stuff. Yep, Hurry Up Tomorrow is one. Pretty good one called The Rule of Jenny Penn.
Okay. I've heard about that.
John Lithgow and Jeffrey Rush. Psychological horror film.
I think it's a recent film for John, I think, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it came out this year. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Rush is a judge. He gets a stroke. He's put into elderly care. John Lithgow is the bully going against the other elderly people. So
Lithgow being a bad guy again.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes,
So
I'm
Jeffrey
in. Let's do
Jeffrey
it.
Rush versus the
Raising
Lithgow.
Cain too.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, pretty good movie, and much more to come. I still have to watch Platoon again.
That's a good movie.
Good movie. The
Shitty
Hand.
transfer on 4K, but you know.
The Hand.
Yeah, Oliver Stone's
The Hand. One of the more bizarre entries in Oliver Stone's
That's the first
career.
movie that Joe Bob Briggs showed on Monster Vision.
Oh wow, really?
Interesting.
The Hand and what was the second? I think that was the first movie of the night. What was the second movie?
Nice.
I don't have my list in front of me.
For me, I got The Patriot with Seagal. I got a movie called Old Boyfriends from the late 70s that has Talia Shire in it and John Belushi in a small role. And I also have some RoboCop stuff. Like it's been months in the making kind of deal. So I'm RoboDoc. Finally going to sit down and watch that. All 4 hours of it. I heard about what is detailed in it, and I honestly, I'm not looking forward to it. That's kind of why I've been delaying it for so long, because it's just so like unnecessarily long. That's what it sounds like. And a lot of the discussion is a lot of stuff that I've already heard about numerous times in other documentaries. They're breaking down every scene in the movie, like in order, like from the beginning to end. And I'm like, I don't really need that. And then I also heard about some forced politics shit that I'm not looking forward to hearing about either.
Of course.
But I will give it a fair shot. Hopefully it's better than what I've been hearing from other sources. And then I gotta play some Rogue Nation. Right? What? Not Rogue Nation, Rogue City. Rogue Nation is Mission Impossible.
RoboCop game,
which I already saw. I mean, I saw a Mission Impossible movie recently in theaters. I saw the last one, Final Reckoning.
Yeah,
and I liked it better than the last one, but I didn't love it. It's long, and there's a lot of exposition in the first half, and it's kind of clunky. But it wasn't a terrible send off to the franchise, in my opinion. And the biplane stunt was just insane. Tom Cruise is a psycho. He's getting that. He's getting a well-deserved honorary Oscar, if you ask me, for his contributions to cinema next year. But yeah, that's basically what I have planned, as well as a ton of other stuff. Like I keep getting stuff coming in. So I feel
you and everybody else.
I'm just like, I'm gonna do the best I can, man, because I work part-time, and feel like Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, just always saying part-time.
Right. It was The Hand and the Creeping Unknown were the first two movies that he showed.
What the fuck is the Creeping Unknown?
I've never even heard of that movie. It's a movie from the 50s. I've never seen it.
Are all those Monster Visions available somewhere online to watch, or?
Unofficially. Yes, I have a good chunk of them, but most of them are fan edits, which I'm okay with. But you can. There's a certain website that all of us know that they're all.
Gotcha.
I could probably.
They're pretty much all on there.
Matt, I think there might be some on my spleen. But I'm not entirely sure about that. I haven't checked my source. I know the source that I use has a lot of the newer ones on there.
Yeah, I have all the Last Drive-In because those are posted everywhere. But a lot of the Monster Vision you can find on certain places.
Yeah.
Cool. I have most of them.
All right. Well, once again, very special thanks goes out to Chibi, as well as to my good friends here for joining me.
Thank you.
And I hope everybody has a great rest of their week, good rest of the day or night or wherever or whatever time it is.
Whatever time it is.
Yeah. And until the next, live stream or something like that, we'll all see you later.
See ya.
See ya.